I heard that song for the first time this week and I thought how well it fitted into our current situation. I don't need to know what the future says, because if the past could talk, it would tell me this: my God isn't finished yet. If he did it before, he can do it again, so I'll trust in him with what comes next. For the God I know is known for faithfulness. Yeah, my hindsight says I can trust him with what's next, for the God I know is known for faithfulness. Great words. We're all going through times of great change. As a world in a pandemic. As a church family that will no longer be worshipping here in the community after this week. As individuals who have been furloughed, made redundant, shielding, missing school or college, missing family and friends. Times of great change can bring times of great anxiety as we wonder about our futures. But Paul brings us words of encouragement from our verses from Philippians today. Paul is writing from prison, facing an uncertain future himself. However, he takes the time to remind all believers, whatever their circumstances, that the Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. I urge you to take your anxieties and cares to him, so that you can find the peace that he offers in all situations. Time does not stand still, and things will continue to keep changing as the economy works to recover from lockdown. As you find new church families, as people return to work and school, find new employment, and can hug family and friends once again. When that happens, don't let us forget what's gone before. Let us learn from these experiences. Then we won't take those everyday things for granted again. We need to also look to our futures. Be confident in the knowledge that our God was with us then, is now, and will continue to be with us forever. As it says in Revelations 1:8, I am the Alpha and Omega, says the God, who was and is to come, the Almighty. That's a verse I find so comforting and inspiring that I take it with me everywhere I go, always, like this. Today we celebrate all that this church has done in the community. We celebrate what it's done for us individually, and we recognise God's hand at work here. We can rejoice this morning because, as Paul reminds us, whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. Our final song speaks of how we as Christians are called to follow Jesus' teaching and hope and trust in God for our futures. God bless.